Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. This is clayrammage. We have a Goodwill bins haul today. Isn't that awesome? It's Friday. I went Friday morning. I've been going on Mondays and Fridays lately. And so went this morning and hit the jackpot. That's all I've got to say. Is especially the first bin that I went to. I pulled out a ton of jewelry, which I'm actually going to do a separate video haul just for the jewelry because there's so much of it. And some really good stuff, so be sure to tune in for that. I will hopefully post that the day after this one posts, which this will post on Saturday. So Sunday morning should be another jewelry haul, which I did last Sunday because of, well, it was a jar haul. Anyway, but welcome to my channel. If you're new, we do a lot of thrifting. I'm a part-time reseller, sell on eBay, and have a booth at an antique store that we're selling lots more stuff at, and which we're excited about expanding our space there, which we did this year, and that's proving profitable for us, so that's good. And eBay is plugging along. It's a little slow this month. It was a little slow last month, but we're still, you know, selling stuff and still making some money, so that's good. So if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe. Hit the subscribe button and hit the thumbs up, the like button, and you can hit the little bell symbol. That's the notification. So if you want to get notified when I post new videos, that'll tell you. Some people say that sometimes they get notifications, sometimes they don't. I don't know how it works. I just know that that's what they say. You hit the bell, you get notifications. So anyway, but the other thing, you can always just come back to the channel and check regularly. We always post on Tuesdays. We post a video on Tuesdays and Saturdays for sure. Thursdays, I've been posting videos on Thursdays as well. And then if I have extras like the jewelry hauls, I've been dropping those in on Sundays. So, you know, 2, 3, possibly 4 times a week we post videos. So let's just get right into this haul. Okay. This brought back a ton of memories. It's the little metal globe banks. I had one of these as a kid. You know, it was fascinating. It was always, I could read it much easier as a kid. Now it's much harder to read what all this says. And for me to read, I have to take my glasses off because I'm very nearsighted. So I take it off to find where the different countries are. But this one's in great shape. It does have one dent right there, which I'm just going to leave and let it go. And it still has the stopper in the bottom. So it's pretty fun. No money though. So cool. So that was a fun find. Brought back a lot of memories of being a kid and globes. I found this book. I have no idea I know nothing about it. I just picked it up because sometimes these obscure books can be worth quite a bit of money. Now this one says this is the 3rd paper-bound edition, August of 1969. It was originally copyrighted in 1959. So it's a very short book, and it's talking about this guy. So I don't know. I just thought I'd risk it. At the bins that I go to, you pay by the inch, so that's like a half an inch, and it's 29 cents an inch. So I probably paid 15 cents for that book. I bought 2 books, but anyway, found this. This is what we'd call barware. It's a jigger, so you can measure 2 ounces of liquor. It's marked down here, Cavalier by National Silver. This is the bottle opener, so you can open bottles. I just thought it was fun. Again, down at the Pink Elephant, the antique store where I have a booth, we sell a lot of barware, and I like the odder stuff, not most the real common stuff. I look for the weird stuff. Oh, let me show this before I forget. Found this carved walnut baseball bat, statue, figurine, whatever. It is hand carved. It's wonderfully done. I loved it. See, it's a dark walnut, wonderfully polished and done. So I thought that'd be great. Some parent would love to buy that for their kid or grandparent. Found a pair of Hogwarts playing cards. These are still brand new, still wrapped up. So somebody was, you know, they did break the seal. There was a seal on the side, so they were open, but looks like it went out on clearance at $3. But I looked these up. These are selling on eBay for like $8 to $10 if they're new in the package. So I'll go ahead and risk it. All right. Found some fun sunglasses. Look at those. Aren't those awesome? Oh, and these are Foster Grant's. There you go. Foster Grant sunglasses. I just thought those are fabulous. Those will, I'll put these down at the Pink Elephant. I do sunglasses down there for like $4 to $5. And I sell them quite frequently. There's a nice vintage pair. Hollywood Glam style. Vintage pair of sunglasses. So grab those too. They're copperish. So those will be fun. Okay, some of you guys remember my video from a week ago. I found this little girl bell. Well, guess what I found today? This girl bell. They're both by the same company. They're both Darling. Both of them are from Taiwan. It's Jasco in Taiwan. So these are probably done at the same time. Now, why? One week I find one and the next week I find the other. I have no idea, but they're not very expensive. In fact, there's a set of 2 of them going on eBay for $10. So, but they're really cute. I liked them. And look at this. Isn't it fabulous? Yes, it's Fenton. Iridescent glass. The label's on the bottom. Goodwill, of course, put their sticker over the top. But it's coming off, so you can read the Fenton label underneath it. So I'm amazed at how much beautiful Fenton glassware I'm finding at the bins, or have found over the days. So I'm excited because this one, I haven't seen this one very often. And the rose does have a little bit of chip, the flowers chipped off, but still it's a beautiful bird. So had to get that. And then I got this little drawer, and I'll use it for helping to organize either down at the antique booth or my eBay closet. I thought I can use it in either spot. I keep saying brass is back, right? So here's found a brass candlestick. I picked up this one. There are a couple others, but I picked up this one just because it's got a better patina aged look on it. Sorry, let me give you a little better look. There you go. So I just got lots of goodies to show you. Picked up this hat. This is a men's hat. This is a vintage hat. It's from Bandera Hats in Fort Worth, Texas. It was made especially for a guy, A.G. Cornelius. And it's Peters Brothers, Fort Worth, Texas. Quality hats. The Texas hat where the West begins. So that must have been I don't know. I'll have to look it up. Peters Brothers hats. Maybe Bandera. Oh, I don't know. Anyway, I'll have to look it up. But I did look up Bandera hats, and they are quite collectible. So this one is actually in great shape. It just needs to be cleaned a little bit. It's a felt hat, so I'll take a brush to it, clean it up. And I'm hoping to, I probably paid 75 cents for it because it doesn't weigh very much. But $40 to $50 out of this hat. There was one that sold for $165, but it was a Western hat by the same company. I was really surprised to find this. At first, it just looked like a little blue box, and then it pulled it out, and I was like, that looks like a camera. And sure enough, it is. It's a rainbow camera, and so it actually works like this. So that's the top, and it's got this lovely little lock to lock that on. It's got the and this one too, so you can lock that. I don't know exactly how all it works, but I just thought it was a cool little old camera. So I don't even know. It says use Kodak film 120, so I didn't even tell you what film to use. I just thought it was a fun little box camera. So yeah, so I don't know what that's worth. No clue. Okay. Electronics at our bins are 99 cents. I keep saying that for all the new people who come to our channel. And I found this pair of fabulous. All right, well, we got a little mess to clean up. Fortunately, nothing breakable. But this fabulous pair of 1950s lamps. Look at those. Aren't those gorgeous? I will probably rewire them. Maybe. I'll check them out and see. No, that one works fine. This one works fine. It's just a little, needs a little adjustment. So we'll check it out. But yeah, so I paid $2 for both of these lamps. That was an awesome deal. I love that. Found this little tea box. And while I'll put this for sale down at the Pink Elephant, I'm actually going to use it to display. I've got a number of postcards that are hard to display, but they'll fit great in this box. So I'll have the tea box for sale, plus I'll use it to store postcards, which I picked up at the bins a while back. So the other thing, I did pick up a number of toothpaste, soap, floss, and toothbrushes for our backpack for the homeless program. And if you're wondering what I'm talking about, we have a video that talks about how we put the backpacks together, and then we hand them out to the homeless people, and that are, you know, on the street corners that we run into. And then the other thing I found was a lot of vintage patterns. There's that one and this one, a lot of them from the 50s, 60s. I just love these glamorous looks they have. I'm bound and determined to break something here, aren't I? There's that one. That one. Some of these don't feel like they're full, but oh, there's like a 70s. These are great. Another Butterick. And even found a men's pattern. He looks like Jack Nicholson. Anyway, so that was fun to find those. Oh, I found this little baggie of Christmas trinkets. Little miniature nativity scene. You know, these are like, that's probably made in Taiwan. No label. But I love these little bells. There's two of these little white bells with a little label stuck on there. Those are just great little items. And then there's this beaded snowman. Oops, there's this front, which I thought was fun too. Here's the other one. They're just awesome. And then I pick up lamp finials when I find them at the bins. And again, I lot them up. I probably have enough now to do a lot. Oh, I picked up a little wire basket again for display down at the Pink Elephant. I lot up my finials and sell them for $15, $20, depending upon what we have, how many of them, how decorative they are. And they sell right away, and I do really well. So, and I get them really cheap at the bin, so why not? I found this pair of, these are separate. It'll give you a glimpse into some of the jewelry I found. These are ceramic earrings, little button earrings. So, let me get that. Oh, I got too much stuff. It's okay, Clay, it's okay. I found this metal box. I was like, what in the world? It's got a little label on it, and it says, warning, this is not intended for storage of the stethoscope. Glass breakage may result. So I wasn't quite sure what all that meant. But when you open it up, you get a blood pressure kit. A blood pressure tester, which I thought was really cool. So I don't know when this dates from. There is paper in here, paperwork, but I don't know how much I can trust the paperwork, because the paperwork is all very modern, but I don't think this blood pressure kit is that modern. Maybe it is. I don't know. But I did look these up, and they, you know, sell for, you know, $30 basically, 30 to 40 on eBay. So that's where I'm going to sell that. So it is kind of heavy, so I probably paid $3, $4 for it because it's kind of heavy. But found this vintage frame. As you guys know, I buy these frames. These are the larger size. So this one's like 12 inches, 11 to 12. But anytime I find these oval frames. I pick them up and I put them in lots and sell them on eBay or locally. I found this baggie full of dolls. That's right, they're vintage dolls. I have no idea anything about them. Some of them are in pieces like this one. The heads come off, but they're plastic dolls. And she's missing her eyeballs, so she's kind of creepy. But the clothes are vintage as well. She lost her rubber band snapped, so her head's loose. But yeah, there's another loose head. There's another. Oh, she lost her hat. Yeah, just a fun little, and there's parts of dolls in here. Headless doll. There's another headless doll. I think this is the head that goes with her. But just very nice old dolls. So, and dolls are collectible. We sell a lot of these kind of things down at the Pink Elephant. So, if I know they're vintage, good vintage dolls, I'll pick them up. And we'll go from there. So there's a nice little bag of vintage dolls. And again, I mentioned that electronics are 99 cents at our bins. And I found this box, which is actually a boot box. And it's dated 1977. But what I found was it's a racetrack. And I haven't tried to put it together to make sure all the parts are here, but it looks like they're all here. It has this paperwork on how to set it up still. It's a little tore, but shows you how to set up the thing. And there was one car that I found. And this car alone, this one that says Shadow on it, this car alone sold for $20. So I paid $1 for the whole box. And knowing that the car, even if the track doesn't work very well, I could sell the car and easily, make a good profit off of it. But some of these tracks, depending upon what model it is, would go for even, like one of them sold for $165 with the original box. Obviously, this is in a boot box. So it's even labeled race car set on the box. So they kept it organized that way, which is cool. Then, if you guys watched last week's video, I picked up some vintage tennis rackets. Well, guess what? I found another one today. This one is a Spalding Rosie Casales. And this one is called an Impact 336. I looked this one up while I was still there. I wasn't sure if I wanted to pick it up or not. But this one sells for like $20, just the racket without the head stretcher. So with that, I'm hoping to be able to get, $25 to $30 as a set. Now, I've already sold one of the rackets from last week for $35. So, there's definitely a market for vintage tennis rackets. Again, depending upon, a lot of it is depending upon who the tennis star is that's on them. So that makes a difference. And then I also found this, Rummy Royal. This particular one, according to what research I've done, it's called Rummy Royal, but this one says sometimes called Michigan. So this is one of the earliest versions of it from like the 1930s. Although I don't think this one dates that far back, but I can't find a date on it anywhere. And it's missing the chips and the cards, but it does have the mat, which is the main aspect of this game because the chips and the cards are easy enough to find. But the box is in pretty good shape. Just got a little bit of wear along the edges, and the corners aren't broken, which is a huge deal in most game boxes. So, yeah. So again, this is like the 1937 version in the sense that that's the graphics on the box, and then it got changed, as it went into the 50s. So This is probably from the 40s, I would say, sometime in the 40s. But again, these sell for like $30. So that is a good find. And did I cover everything I got? Got those, that. Yep. Except for the jewelry, which, like I say, will come up in the next video, which I'm really excited to show you what we found in the jewelry box. Majority of it, probably 85% of it, was in one bag. So it all came from one household, I believe. Exciting stuff. So stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you next time, guys.